And this one is going to acknowledge Saturn, the schoolmaster's energy, in the name of harmony with all the different types of energies on Earth. So without further ado, let's get into it. I hope everyone's doing well. And before we start I cleared the air with our bell, save a little bit of time. I highly suggest that you also clear the air yourself in whatever way resonates with you. So, but to facilitate communication between us and the spiritual world, we're going to have a moment of silence starting now. All right, thank you. So the energy that I represent intersects, aligns with, there's a commonality between my energy that I represent and Hopi mysticism. And Hopi mysticism, they follow their kachinas, which represents a spiritual energy. But the Hopi do not worship the kachinas. They acknowledge them. They acknowledge their energy. And they come from a position where they can learn from these energies. All these different energies bring in lessons or energies that we can learn from. But they acknowledge them. And one of the energies they acknowledge is the red kachina, the purifier. And that symbolizes Masa's energy, the red dragon, Cronus, or Saturn. Masa, the ruler of this earth, of the temporal world. That's part of his energy. Part of his energy is to educate us. But we're moving out of that energy, more towards a higher version of ourselves. So Heart of the Moon takes the same approach as the Hopi. We acknowledge all these different types of energies on Earth in the name of harmony. And all these different types of energies can teach us lessons. And that's basically the idea of the red kachina. It can transmit education to us. So we're going to be doing roughly the same spread as we did when we acknowledged Gaia. We're going to be doing, this is going to be Saturn's spot, the moon, and the sun. See if we can tap into Saturn's energy in the spiritual universe and see if they can give us a heads up. All right. Part of the energy that I represent is Chiron's orbit intersects with Saturn's orbit twice. That means Chiron and his father, I guess, have a date with destiny twice, at least twice. All right. And however, in one way or another, those two energies are going to intersect and interact with each other. Whoa. These two energies wanted to come out. Panther and owl. All right. So, we are ready First one is going to be Saturn's energy. All right. Okay. 200 to come out, we'll take 2. All right. So that's Saturn's energy. And the next one is going to be the moon energy. Please. All right. 2. Wanted to come out. That's for the moon. Okay, what's the sun? The sun. Whoa. Okay. All right, and we got China Oolong, and check out China Oolong. Check out how subtle that the China Oolong is. It's really subtle, and it's really got a really earthy taste. It's subtle but earthy too. It's really nice. Saturn's energy. It's a message from Saturn. Vulture energy. That's fire energy. This energy, we picked up this energy for the year of 2020, vulture energy. And this is actually one of Saturn's energies right here is a vulture. This is a beautiful energy. The vulture is meant to heal. It's a healing energy, but it's challenging. We actually, no, this is actually not fire. That's not fire. This is air. This is fire. So actually, these two energies actually really go great. We have air and fire. There's an urge. There's a cycle that's been finished. This vulture type of energy. And yeah, we're moving out. We're moving out of that phase. Look, by this card right here, right? Or we can say this goes into air. But we already went out of this phase already. So we're coming out of this phase slowly, and we're going into this phase. Cheetah, fire energy, action energy. It's going to be really busy. It's going to be really busy. This fire energy is going to insert itself. It's going to come out of this energy and it's going to insert itself into the circle. Actually, it's going to come out of the circle and make a giant leap forward. what else? What else? In the moon, what's going to be revealed in the moon? This is earth and water. Earth and water go great. This is earth. This is water. We have another great combination right here. An otter, to me, the energy of the otter, it suggests co-creation. It also has a really playful and energetic energy. This otter right here, like it's so playful that it's naive. It's so playful that it doesn't even know how to build its own home. This otter energy is always in the playful energy. It doesn't even know how to build its own home. So the otter, a lot of the times, not all the time, but sometimes, the otter lets the beaver build its home. And I think that's the message from Spirit. There's a need to take on this type of playful type of energy. So the beaver builds its lodge, and sometimes the otters share the same lodge as the beavers. Sometimes the beavers even make their lodge even bigger, so to accommodate the otters. Or sometimes the beavers move out of their lodge, and then the otters move into the empty lodge that the beaver just vacated. So it's a really playful type of energy. And here we have this. There's an energy right here that's synonymous with this. This energy is it's kind of like a leap forward. It's going to be like a giant leap forward. Coming out of this energy is going to be like a giant leap forward of action energy. Thinking on our toes. Right here, it's inserting itself. And the same way with this type of energy, it's kind of, the otter is kind of inserting itself out into the open. And it's in the moonlight, right? It's in the spot of the moon. This Spirit is asking us to reveal this side of us, right here, this playful side, almost to the point of being, not, I wouldn't say reckless, but kind of like the otters, like with no care in the world. We do have a care in the world, but we don't, because this otter, like what I said, it's in this energy so much it doesn't even know how to build its own home. It doesn't even worry about its own home. It doesn't even worry, because it's like, that's the energy. It's been provided, Nature provides a home for this individual, this energy. It's because it's so playful. It's so playful, it doesn't even have to worry about it. It's like they're in this energy of, and they live in the present moment, basically. So it should be coming out into the light of the full moon. Buffalo. Manna. Spiritual manna. The lightning that comes from above. The Holy Spirit that overlaps the heart. Manna, spiritual manna that was fed in the desert to Israel. So this together, there it is. There's a big lesson right there. Having this energy of faith, that spiritual manna came down apparently, we still have, and we have, we need our faith to if that story resonates with us. If that story resonates with us, then we have faith, right? Then we're tapping into our faith. But if that story resonates with you, the spiritual manna came down from. They were in this type of energy, actually, the otter type of energy, where they're kind of carefree, and we don't really have a worry in the world. And all this mana is because this mana has come down from above. Something very similar to the beaver. The beaver really takes care of the home for the otter. Okay, so there's the otter, and so this is the beaver. This is the beaver's home and its food. All right. So something is going to be revealed. Like jumping into faith. What's in the sun? Oh, the eagle, yeah. Wow. This eagle spirit lately has been attracting this card lately. It's a powerful card. It really speaks to herself, the energy of the eagle. It's a messenger from spirit. It's a spiritual transformation. That's going to be an expression outwards. This is in the energy of the sun. So that's going to be come into in awareness in some respect. So when we have when these cards what these cards are telling me is like there's the commonality with these three cards is movement. Like the cheetah, vulture. The vulture is coming out of this energy into a more energetic type of energy. And, some of this stuff is going to be more revealed to us, like our faith. So we have a more clear vision for ourselves right here in this energies, okay? In the moon energy, okay, so that's moving right here. That's kind of like this energy, right? And same with this energy. So these three energies, these three spots, the energy that they have in common is movement. They're just kind of inserting themselves up, right here, here, and right here. More air. So where are you at? This one right here. Right here. All right. I haven't planned on pulling some cartomancy, but let's get some clarification on this one and this one. This one is clear. This one is a little bit hazy because this vulture energy right here is this darkness right here. And that adds a little bit of mystery. And the same with this one is a little bit. This one is a little bit mysterious. This one is a little bit more mysterious than this one. Okay, let's pull one card. Let's pull one card to help clarify this energy here, please. There's an aura of mystery around this. So thank you, Spirit, for the cards. All right. Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought. 9 of Earth. 9 is a completion. 9 is a completion on Earth. Could be a completion of a cycle on Earth. Could be a completion of a financial cycle. Earth is pentacles, right? Material. It is. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. That's what I thought too. That's what I thought. This was so. This card right here helps clarify this dark energy, this mysterious type of energy, and according to Spirit picked that, and that's a completion. So this is the way I'm reading the cards. So this cycle is coming to an end. All right, thank you, Spirit. All right, just need a clarification for this one, please. Whoa, that was quick. Whew, yeah. 2 of spades, 2 of air. We're going into an energy that's going to require using our intuition. This, coming out of this energy right here, we're going towards this energy and this energy and this energy. And it's going to knock people off balance. But if we've done our spiritual work, going through this phase, we have a strong foundation. And we can navigate these energies right here. It's going to be up and down. And to navigate those up and down and chaotic type of energies, Spirit picked. This is what I'm getting. 2 of spades, 2 of air. Basically trusting in our intuition, in our light, in our own light. Our own inner light right here, in our intuition. So in regards to these, this changing and dynamic and chaotic type of energies that's happening, we use this. We tap in to our own inner light. All right, so let's read what the vulture, it's air energy. Okay, so we're going to read what it says about the vulture, see if it can resonates with anybody. Vulture, guardian and purifier, essential for rebalance, purifier. Yeah, and that's definitely, what did I say? Red Kachina, the purifier. And that's part of Saturn's energy. Saturn's energy was also reflected in those volcanoes. Basically, the red dragon, the educator, is meant to test the resolve of life on Earth. And in Earth's history, those huge volcanoes that caused 95% of life on Earth to be extinct. But afterwards, after that transaction, life exploded on Earth. Life absolutely exploded on Earth. And that was part of Gaia's message. When we did a check-in with Gaia, there's an energy, there's this creative and really well-balanced energy coming in like a wave on Earth. Because after this type of energy, if you go through this type of energy, this purifying type of energy, it's the same idea as those volcanoes, what those volcanoes did on Earth. It's meant to test the resolve of life on Earth. Afterwards, there's this explosion of life, like what the message of Gaia said, that there's going to be like this wave of creativity coming in. this, and then explosion of life. Okay. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued, and what you thought was a mistake or tragedy is a blessing in disguise. When in balance, clarifies, reveals wisdom. When out of balance, dramatic, aggressive. To bring into balance, clean your space. Sage, beautiful. And that's what we did before we did this reading. We saged. And it's kind of a, spiritual work is, sometimes it doesn't make any sense. How can we say what's going on with the health thing? How can we say that that's purifying something where it's meant to take it away? We're talking about a spiritual purification right here. Something needed to be shook up. Something needed to be shook up. And there was also a message in the coming year, about the hair of the dog. It was the rabid dog. The hair of the rabid dog is part of the cure. The hair of the rabid dog is part of the cure. So it doesn't make any sense. But it does, if you look at it that way. All right. What else are we going to do? Okay, yeah, so let's read from the what it says about the buffalo. Buffalo, okay. Grounded, yet heavenly, practical, yet spiritual. The hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise toward heaven. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. When in balance, trusting, pure presence. When out of balance, restless, lacks gratitude. To bring into balance, prayer. All right, thank you. So, that's the energy, definitely on the energy of the card. There's an earthly type of energy like mana, but then there's a lightning bolt coming down. So there is a spiritual mana from here, and then there's this earthly type of mana. And the buffalo symbolizes that. And the buffalo has those antennas. That antenna right there can pick up that energy right here, kind of go right here. It kind of grounds it right here. That energy, that electrical type of energy, can go here, and it's going to get grounded into the earth, right? All right. I think the eagle is very, I think it's obvious. And we acknowledge. Yeah, in the same way we spiritual food, spiritual manna, we give thanks. We give thanks to that food. And the lessons these animals can bring to us. And we thank them. Okay? In the same way, like from Hopi mysticism, we also thank Saturn for his energy. Although it's not understood all that well to us, because there's a lot of darkness right here. But it's there. It's there nevertheless. And we thank it. We thank Saturn. Massa. We acknowledge him. You know, it's just like, did you ever see those videos where, you know, when all of us went into this lockdown, and, you know, basically the economy just kind of shut down and there was no movement at all, and all these different life forms, you know, just came out of the woodwork. You know, they had pictures of wild boars just running down the street, and, you know, all these animals kind of taking over the channels of the water where the boats used to go. Dolphins were playing, and there's all these other animals that basically coming out of the woodwork because there was no movement. Maybe they thought humans had kind of gone. Maybe they just became extinct and said, okay, we'll just kind of take over. But all those animals came out of the woodwork, and it reminded us that, you know, we share this planet with all these different types of energies. So there could be, you know, there's this need to be in harmony with these different types of energies. And there's a lot of energies. There's all these different types of energies that we don't really, you know, understand a lot. We don't completely understand. You know, it's kind of veiled in darkness, in this aura of mystery around it, like with this type of energy right here. And yeah, and that's this darkness right here kind of reflects this mysterious type of energy that surrounds the vulture, right? This vulture type of energy is kind of misunderstood, or it's not acknowledged a lot. Its energy may not be appreciated as much, right? All right. Thank you, spirits. Can we have one card as an overall message, please? Either going to be a step forward or a step back. That came out. All right. Let's see what Spirit picked. Look, it's water energy. 2 of water. Intuition again. That's closing our mind. That's not closing our mind, closing our eyes, basically. Closing our eyes and trusting in our own inner light, like right here. Our inner energies, if you close your eyes. And there's a male and a female here, and they're actually closing their eyes. Trusting in their own inner light. Beautiful, and there's two fish. There's two fish down there. Pisces energy. There's two fish down there. And that's what they're doing. They've got their eyes closed. Kind of like very similar to the Two of Swords on the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. The Two of Swords. This is basically the Two of Swords right here. And they see that individual, they've got they got a blindfold on. For a reason. They're trusting in their own inner light. And this is the same message right here with the Two of Water. This is more of a... this is trusting... This is more of a going into our trusting our own inner light, like our sixth chakra type of energy. This is trusting in our emotions as well. The water is sacral. Is the sacral chakra. This is really more mysterious. This is very mysterious. Again, there's more mystery around here. This Two of Waters brings in more of a mystery here. And part of the Spirit's message was to have our heart be vulnerable. And the water energy. So this is like trusting, like going with the flow. Basically jumping into the flow of life, really. Because this is water type of energy. It's basically jumping into the flow of life. And take whatever comes at you. Basically, that's the feeling right here. Take everything with a grain of salt, I guess. Kind of go with the flow of life right here. And trust your gut. Yeah, this is really trusting your gut right here. All right, let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. So that's the Two of Water. Let's see what this is with the Two of Water here. God. There. Water. Two of Water. Okay, Two of Water, intimacy. Intimacy, closeness, trust, commitment, reconciliation, union. Intimacy. Sharing, giving, and communication. And that could be another energy of the Two of Water. It's like a union of love, right? Time to forgive and seek reconciliation. a meeting of minds and hearts. Put aside judgment and blame. Cherish all your loves. Maintain independence and avoid codependence. So this is one last message from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Let's read a little bit here. The Two of Water represents a relationship that has moved beyond infatuation and physical attraction to one that is built upon a foundation of deeper mutual love, respect, trust, or shared interests and values. It symbolizes a meeting of the mind and heart that is free of the desire to possess or control. This relationship is a unification of two hearts and minds, not with the purpose of becoming whole or to complete each other, but with the intent to share, to enrich, and to enhance each other's lives. Okay. Beautiful. And this actually goes well. This is the when we have the Ace of Hearts. The Ace of Hearts came up, huge energy for the coming year forecast. It came up as a huge energy that could come across in the year of 2021. And the next card after that is the Two of Hearts. Is fostering a relationship. And there's an energy of sharing. There's also an energy of being vulnerable right here. Being vulnerable and having our hearts opened and being playful goes well with this type of energy right here. So there's this symbiotic relationship between the otter and the beaver. I think that's where Earth is heading towards. There's an energy that Earth is moving towards being independent, and that's part of definitely part of Heart of the Moon's messages is this energy towards independence, an energy away from codependent. Energy of, moving away from codependency towards co-creation. And that's where the energy. We're moving out of this type of energy right here on Earth. We're moving out of the education cycle of Earth towards air. Towards air. And this air, moving towards a higher version of ourselves, into another cycle, into that air energy is going to help Earth break away from codependency. Into more of this type of relationship right here, where there's no codependency. All right. Well, this has been a reading to acknowledge Saturn's energy. Saturn the schoolmaster, or as the Hopi know him as, Massa, or the Red Kachina, the purifier, to acknowledge his energy. And we thank you for your lessons. But afterwards, Earth is heading towards independence, trusting in our own inner light, moving away from codependency, moving in towards a higher version of ourselves, towards independence. But before Earth could do that, we needed to go through this type of phase right here, like an education type of phase. Thank you, Spirit. Take care and God bless.